Alright folks, Simon here, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about PTN Ninja. If you have seen any of the videos on my channel, you have most likely seen something that looks like this screen before. This is PTN Ninja. It's not a place to play online like playtac.com, but it is the best tool for analyzing a game. And there are a lot of features that I'm going to talk a little bit about them right now. So typically when you get to a PTN Ninja screen, you will see this. You may see this. Can't remember what's the default, but you will see this. And this is a screen. This is a particular game that I brought up to demonstrate a few of the features and a few of the things that you can see. So this is just one of the games from playtac.com, and you can access these by going to the history tab from playtac.com, checking that out, or by any other number of ways. People share them on the Discord all the time, these games that they've played, and they want to see about them in the Analyzing Game channel. So let's get right into some of these features. Right now we can automatically see this is a 2D format to view a TAC game. And it's kind of hard to imagine that you can do this two-dimensionally because of the stack element of TAC. But as you can see, there is a clever little design feature built into this. And this also helps with speed of play and thinking about what your move should be at the same time. This is the stack right here, and you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then off to the side here, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces in this stack. And this is a 6x6 board, and so my carry limit is 6. And automatically, I know that if I pick up my entire stack, my entire carry limit, I will have 4 black pieces off to the side. So every additional piece is going to show up here off to the side, and that is going to be what you cannot carry with you when you pick up your stack. So we can see I can just pick up this amount, and I leave behind those 4 pieces behind. Another cool feature about this PTN Ninja is you have the option to go back and forth, try different lines on moves. So if I wanted to see what this resulted in, okay, what's going to be the result here? Well, black is going to take this stack and move that across and ruin up my line that way. But you can see down here on the PTN, oh, maybe we'll go back to the other line and see what happened here instead. Back to the original line, and then it goes back to this. So you can explore different lines, go back and forth, save all of these, and sort of explore your solutions to puzzles or to games, figure out what the optimal move might be, and explore different threads. This is a good way to, if you're playing an asynchronous game, which is a game without a time limit where you could play perhaps one move a day or something like that. You could explore different lines, see what your opponent might do, and what might be the best move for you to make in any situation. So it gives you a lot more time and a little bit easier way to think ahead 15 moves, where you never would be able to think ahead 15 moves otherwise. One of the other cool features is you see right up here, you have a flat count. So it keeps track of the flats for you, so you can just glance up, see, okay, I have 9 flats, they have 5 flats, I'm well in the lead in terms of flat count, which is awesome. You have another option, you can trim this board, you can cut it to like the current board, and then that makes a cool puzzle, so you can eliminate all the moves afterwards, and then share that with people to see, okay, can you find the move that I took here to win? And so you can see all of this is dynamic, and all of you can see the flat count changes, you can see the stacks growing, all these things. I can go through the moves. I can also hit this play button here, which you're probably wondering what that does. And it goes through and goes ahead and plays these moves out, so you can just watch without having to click through. I typically don't use that too often, but it is a cool feature. You can also make notes on the move. Say, click up here. So right up here where my mouse is, you can click this button here, open up the notes, and you can drop notes on every move if you wanted to. And then what they'll do is they'll pop up here, this is a stack move. Okay, you can make it a little bit more eloquent than that when you make your own notes, make it a little bit more informative, drop that there, hit the plus button. Now you have this comment on the move C3 to the left. So if we go through, we look at these few moves, okay, and when we get to that move, let's close this comment bar. When we get to that move, it'll show up right up here to the top right, or if you're on mobile, it'll show up in the top middle. And it'll say what the comment is. And so that's a super great way to kind of walk through a game and show people what your thought process was, or maybe give someone advice on what moves they should have made in that situation. One of the other cool things that you can do is when marking something, you can say, okay, this move right here was actually tack. And you can mark it as tack, and it does a little symbol off to the side. You can see that it shows it right up here, but also, so you can see over here on the notation, there is a little apostrophe, and that symbolizes a tack. If I wanted to say that it was tinue, it would give you double quotes. And so that sort of marks it for people so they can see what you're thinking, where you think that tack move is or tinue move is, make it easy for people to read the board state. But not necessary, obviously. Another cool thing that you can do is you can create scratch games. You don't have to open up an existing game. You can create a scratch game at any point by hitting this plus button. But first, let's talk about sharing. So you can share a URL, you can share the moves, you can share the PTN text, an image file. You can even embed this into your HTML website. And so, like you've seen in the Didactic blog, which is the daily source of weekday puzzles that Inkaron posts on the subreddit on his blog, he embeds those into his blog, and then you can check those out. And so he does that via this embed feature, and you can go ahead and play it within the website, which is awesome. Or you can go ahead and share this URL. It pops up, just says copied. That easy. That easy to share a game state, share a whole game file, and share it with somebody on the internet via whatever format you want. Then let's go back into how to create a new game, a new scratch game. And to do that, right over here, typically you'll see these three little dots on the bottom right. And these three little dots, you just click on those, boom, pops up this menu. And so you can change some settings. And settings are cool. You can change the theme, board, different parts of the UI, lots of cool stuff. So all these options are here for you. You can explore those on your own time. I don't really worry about it. You can even view this board in 3D if you want to. I'm partial to the 2D mode myself because this stack thing gets a little bit out of hand like it does on Playtac. So let's go back into this, go to the board. Let's say, please make that a two-dimensional board, just how I like to see it. And then let's go down and we can see the UI and change some things there, game notifications, things like that. Or you can even change the theme, what theme you want to use to change these colors. You can even make your own, I believe. And you can do all sorts of different things. Neon, you can go black and purple. That hurts my brain right now, so I'm going to go back to the standard Zen one that I like to use. And let's go over here and let's create a new game, shall we? So you can see Scratch. Okay, just like Playtac, you choose your size. Let's say I choose 7 by 7. I want my player 1 to be me. I want my player 2 to be James Ernest. Even though that's a lie, I have not played a game with James Ernest before. But, James, I mean, if you want to, let me know. Anyway, so let's get back into here. We change this, we do that, we hit OK, and all of a sudden, boom, we've got a 7 by 7 board that we can play with. And we can go ahead and go through the whole shebang, make all of our moves. But this is also, another cool thing, this is also the sort of game board that you see when playing an asynchronous game through the Discord server. And I will plug that Discord server as much as I can because, again, that is the community hub. The Discord server is where you will talk to everybody about TAC. That's where all the active players hang out. That's where you can find people to play with online, whether live and on a time limit or asynchronously. And so one of the ways you can play asynchronously is by just private messaging somebody, texting them, whatever, shooting a URL of this game, just back and forth. So you make a move, I copy the URL, or I make a move, I copy the URL, I send it to you. You make a move, you copy the URL, you send it to me. And then we just do that back and forth. And that's an easy way to do it. Or if you want to take that out of the picture and instead just go over to the Discord server, there is a way that you can play asynchronously through the Discord server. You don't even have to open up PTN Ninja. It's already opened up for you in images. And it's a fantastic little system. And in fact, I will show it to you right now. Let's say we've got this right here. So this is how this functions. I put in a move with the PTN notation. My opponent puts in a move with the PTN notation. And then these images pop up. And these images are just taken right from PTN Ninja and placed right into the Discord. And you can see the board state. Now, what's cool about this is you can also just say, okay, maybe I want to explore this line and see what the best move for me to make is here. You can type out this code, tac link, and what that'll do is that'll paste a link to the current game, and all you have to do is click on that and it will open you right up to the game that you're playing. And you just go straight ahead, boom, all the way to the end, and now you're at that move, thinking, okay, what's the move that I make here? How do I get out ahead of this? So that's sort of the beauty of being able to play asynchronously on the Discord server. You can do all sorts of things. You can challenge anyone in the Discord, and you can even set Comey if you're into that. And Comey is a thing that you can worry about another time, maybe. But you can choose whatever size you want. And yeah, it's just a really cool thing. Be sure to check out PTN Ninja. It's made by Gruppler. He adds to it all the time. He constantly works on it in his free time. He doesn't get paid for this. He's doing this for free. He's doing this because he loves TAC, and he loves to give people the opportunity to use this to do great things like solve these puzzles and do other things like that. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to go to the Discord. Be sure to check all the links out below on the bottom of the description of this video. That has a ton of the TAC resources that you will want when you want to get into TAC, get better at TAC, have more TAC experiences, play more TAC, do all the TAC things. Yeah, there's a lot of cool TAC stuff out there. So drop me a comment below asking any questions you have about PTN Ninja, and I will answer them. And ask me any questions about TAC. Ask me whatever, and I will get back to you. And we'll figure it out together if I don't know the answer. Anyway, that is all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, have a great day and happy tacking.